What's going on, fellas? This is Sir Studmuffin, leader of Affliction, and today we're going to be talking about Bindle. So, we're going to get into the features of Bindle, some of the chats that I'm in, what it's used for, things like that. And we're going to talk about FPC and scrims. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Let me just show kind of a common chat. We'll just go here, okay? This is the Clash of Clans Open Bindle chat. So, what is it? How do you get into it? Things like that. Pretty simple. Just kind of like it's a free application that is, I guess, similar to Band and some of the other stuff like that, like GroupMe, but it's more. It kind of has like open chat systems that are usually larger. So maybe you want to think about like a chat room. That's probably the best way. And this one is just all about Clash Clans. There's 2,858 people there, right? And you can find a chat. So you just, I don't know. There you go. You can just see. So you just go straight off the hashtags, you request to join, unless it's open, like the Clash of Clans one, and it lets you in. The second one that I'm in is called hashtag CLFC. This is a chat that was created by One Hive, 2,000 people about, a little less, and it is solely for the purpose of recruiting. So you can just kind of see, it's kind of like Norse chat, but these people all watch One Hive, so it's more focused. It's a lot harder to get people to actually join though, because these people are looking for at least for us, because these people are looking for a little bit higher. I mean, these are high level clans really that are kind of recruiting. More importantly, we have the fair play community. So, what is FPC and what is the fair play community? The FPC was created by Jake and Powerbang, who are two prevalent YouTubers regarding war strategy and serious warfare in Clash of Clans. These guys' links were in my last video, so you can check that out. I believe Powerbang has to accept you, and I don't know what they do. Now, what does this do for you? So, obviously, there are high caliber members here, but this chat is primarily for, it's focused regarding scrims. So, what is a scrim? I talked about a little bit in my War Reapers video, because we were supposed to scrim against them. I call it an arranged war, and sometimes the scrims. I know there are different terms for different kinds of scrims and things like that, but I won't necessarily get into that. What people will do is they calculate their war weights, and as we used to do the war weights through the calculator, the Clash of Clans calculator, whatever it was called, takes a while, takes forever. Most people do it a totally different way. They just, during war day, has to be during war day, they take the storages, the gold that's in the storages, add it up. There are 4 storages for Town Hall 9, 3 for Town Hall 8, 2 for Town Hall 7, etc., etc. Add them up, add 1K for their Town Hall. That's their war weight. And that's essentially how other clans do it. I don't know how accurate it actually is, but it's accurate enough to where people usually get matched. So that's probably the way we're going to calculate our war weights. What they do with these war weights is they go and will post them in this chat, and I don't see any yet. Usually people will post like their spread, and what I mean by spread is they'll say we have 4 Town Hall 9s, 5 Town Hall 8s, etc., etc. Post that in here and see if there's another clan that's fairly close to that. Those 2 clans then go and whisper. So you whisper by slash whisper, you can see here, and then someone in the chat, and it whispers at them. You just basically are able to kind of talk to someone privately. That's essentially what it is. And then you can give them your hashtag and you invite them to kind of your chat. So it's a little weird. I'll just show you. Like I don't think I have anyone in my chat, but you can just create like simple things. And I could say join, hashtag Sir Studmuffin, and then they join. Pretty simple. So then the two clans that are fairly even in town halls will exchange their weights. Usually these clans are a little bit larger because they can choose who's in and try and get a little bit closer. And then essentially they start the war at the same time, same day, with these rosters that they've created, and they war against each other. That's basically the concept. And the clans in FPC all watch one hive. They'll use anti 3-star bases. They're strong attackers. It's a really good way to have fun wars that are serious. Or, two very good clans kind of go at it. And that's really the way we have to do it right now, because there's no system that says, hey, I want to go against your clan, you go against mine, I'm going to choose your clan, that kind of deal. You have to do it at the exact same time, get as close to the weights. A little bit complicated, but that's just the way Clash of Clans is built right now. And most people like us are bored of they call them farming wars sometimes, or just regular wars where you just regular search. Because at the Town Hall 9 game, usually, when you have more Town Hall 9s, most of the enemy Town Hall 9s don't know what they're doing. They just go wipe, as we've experienced. So that's why they came up with this notion. And the wars are a lot more interesting. You can see one hive and some of the best clans in the world, if you want to say. They'll face off against each other, and they basically 3-star like all the Town Hall 9s, and it's pretty insane, to be honest. If you haven't watched any videos like on One Hive or Clashing with Maddie about a scrim, definitely go watch them, because those are interesting videos to watch. The attacks are way better. Now, that's first thing. And we have 4 total clans right now that we're talking to about scrims, but I will get into that later. The second thing that I wanted to, or the second chat that I really want to talk about, is the FPC scrim. The FPC Christmas scrim is going to be search day December the 22nd. The deadline for the rosters is going to be the 14th. So what is this? I joined this when they had about 2-3 clans in it, so we have been guaranteed 10 spots. I talked to him yesterday. Well, as guaranteed as he can, as long as our weights work out. But he said, I'll do whatever. I'll do the best I can to give you 10 spots. So I am going to be looking here in the next about 2 weeks who our really strong attackers are, who's active. Hopefully this should really motivate people, because I want to make sure that we have the best attackers to represent us. This is a Town Hall 8 to Town Hall 9 war. It's going to be probably a 50 on 50. He has about 130 members that are inserted. Like I said, we have 10 guaranteed spots, so it's our spots are pretty desired. We're not even included in that number, so there's a lot of people that are interested. He knows a lot of people will drop. I don't think he's having a second war, but it's probably he might have substitutes, stuff like that. So it's a pretty interesting thing, but it's essentially the same notion as a scrim, but in this case, instead of one clan against another, we would join a temporary clan that would have 50 people, and you could only join if you are in the war, obviously, because there's only 50 slots. If people have like minis, they can stay in the clan and kind of talk about what's going on there. I don't think the main clan will war that day. It's just going to be a really fun event. There may and may not be live streams. I know there are some really strong clans in here, like I believe FYSB was in here, Cold September. Those are some really high level clans. I was briefly a part of FYSB. Yeah, that's basically what the FPC Christmas Scrim is, and what they're going to do is they're going to get several clans to kind of come together. They give the weights, we basically send them our weights, send them our information, and then they try and get it as close as possible and match up these two clans in a 50 on 50. With 50 on 50, the weights just have to be somewhat close because it's a larger war. It's going to be a little bit easier to match up. And there's obviously not as many 50v50 clans trying to scrim each other that would have like really close to our weights. So it's a lot easier to match up in a 50 on 50 scrim. but you know, it's 50-50 scrim, and those are a lot harder to obviously make. So that is what the FPC Christmas scrim is. I have a few people in mind, and I'm going to be looking for people to participate in this. Like I said, the deadline is the 14th. So you have 12 days to show me why you need to be one of those spots. But I'm going to choose some of our strongest attackers. Regular hogs is probably not going to work. These are going to be fully anti 3-star bases. The planning needs to be on point. So you got to be planning right now, especially on these easier bases. I would do practice attacks. I'm going to try and get this in a range scrim beforehand. I don't know when that's going to happen because the other clans haven't been sending me their weights. We haven't had a stable roster, stuff like that. But hopefully this should motivate some of our guys. And you're going to need to be able to hit your around your weight, around your number, or up, probably. I would not, if you have to hit down, probably not good. You're going to need to learn, if you're a town hall, you're probably going to need to know Goho or Surgical Hogs. I'll have to talk to him more, but that's basically the premise behind that. So, last part of this video, we're going to be talking about we're just going to briefly switch over to Clash Clans, and we're going to talk about the clans that we might be scrimming against. There are 4, like I said. Here is clan number 1. This is the clan that the leader, or no, not the leader, one of the guys. Actually, I don't know if he's the leader, but I think this guy right here, I want to say, is the guy that is coordinating the arranged FPC event. They're a little bit funky though, because they have strict like town hall. I call them like 8.25s. They call them 8.5s. Whatever you want to call them. So that's basically one of the clans. I think they're like 57, maybe 8, something like that. I don't fully remember. Another clan that we are looking at is Darnation. Darnation is like 102 and maybe 16. And you can kind of see their level spread here. I'll show you their leader, because let's see, where is he at? So, oh wow, he has way higher level than me. His base is, yeah, it's kind of maxed everything except expos for defense, and troops are pretty average. So it's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel like they're going to be decent, but it's not like we're playing superstars. No, like offense to them, but not every clan in the FPC is superstars, and I respect that. I think it's going to be like their first scrim, something like that. This is the one that I was going to go for this week, and I don't think it's going to happen because the guy I was coordinating with, his friend had a tragic accident, so he hasn't been coordinating with me. They're a little bit of a higher level clan, but he said they have a poll from about 60 members. So if I had to guess, they say a sister clan. I'm guessing they have a feeder clan. That's probably what they call sister clan, just not as demeaning. But here's the other clan. 103 and 24 is not that great, but like I said, they're an FPC. So usually, if you're an FPC, you're not just going to be using Go Wipe. They're going to be trying to use Goho and strategies like that. So that's always nice to see. And then the last clan, of course, we're still trying to match up with were Reapers. They are proclaiming they're 26 and 1 now. And they're a lot lower level, so they're kind of trying to work their way up to us. We're trying to work our way up to some of the other clans. Those are the 4 clans, though. So that kind of gives you a feel for what we're looking at. If you want to check out those clans, you are more than welcome to. No reason to really visit them or anything like that, but you just want to look at, what you might be getting or what we might be getting ourselves into. Some of the clans that we might be trying to play. Go ahead if you want to try to get into the Bindle chats. If I see your name, I can try and add you. Although I think I have to be a moderator for a lot of them. And especially like the FPC, I think moderators only. So I don't know how how they add people now, but hopefully this video excites people. That's what I want, because these are exciting wars. These are high level wars. These are hard wars. And we've been kind of slacking a little bit lately. And I need to see people kind of picking it up again with planning. And I know the wars we have are boring, but if they're boring, there's no reason for you not to 6-star every war. Um, that's just my honest opinion. If these wars are pretty easy, you should be 3-starring every single attack. I mean, that's about it. And I would probably do practice attacks as well. I would try and farm, make sure that you're ready. We're going to try and get in some arranged wars for the Christmas event. All those kinds of things are coming on the horizon, but we are definitely in the Christmas event. He is definitely guaranteed we are in the Christmas event, so I sure hope he sticks to his word. But like I said, I was one of the first clans that kind of joined, and obviously now he has a lot more clans that are interested. So anyhow, this is Sir Stud Muffin, leader of Affliction, and I'm out. Peace.